Are you struggling with your grip, Queen? Are you sliding down the pole and you just can't hang on? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Sloan. I've been a pole dancer for 20 years and a dancer for 35. I'm also a lifestyle practitioner of 14 years. Today I want to go through a very common question, or series of questions really, that I get about your grip. What is grip? Where does it come from? How do I get more grip strength? I am going to cover a couple of warm-ups that I feel everyone should absolutely add in that will help your shoulders strengthen for your grip. First things first, we always want to wipe down the pole and check it for safety. Make sure it's not budging at the top or the bottom. Okay, so once you have your pole wiped down and ready to go, let's go over a few things. I want to go over the educational part first, so I hope you stick around. This is really important information to help keep you safe on the pole as a pole dancer. So first things first, I often say this to my fitness clients who come to me for lifestyle training. Your hands, they're just meat hooks. They only hold things. They're not actually where the movement is initiated for the pulling. So let me explain a little further of what I mean by this. When we pull, we're not actually pulling through our hands. If you pull through your hands, your shoulder is going to disengage and come up, right? Instead of be down. Now, when we have a shoulder blade that's down and back, that means the entire scapula, that whole shoulder blade area, your lat, all the way up into your trap and your deltoids, is going to have actual strength to hold you. The more you practice this, the better it gets over time. Okay? This right here, your shoulders being in your ears, is one of the biggest reasons that you are unable to pull yourself up onto the pole. Pull them down and back. You should feel them separate out just a little bit and squeezing right there. Now, as you actually pull, you're not going to pull through your hands. This will activate your scalenes and your traps up here. That will not pull you up onto the pole. We have to initiate our movement through the elbows. When I do this, you can actually see my muscles here, which is the latissimus dorsi, actually contract, right? When I pull through my elbows. If I just pull through my hands, you see what pattern my hands also took? Turn to the side again. So if I pull like a pull-up, I'm pulling through those elbows. And if you pull the way a lot of people think they're supposed to pull, which is through the hands, you get this pattern. The elbows jut out, the hands come towards the center, midline of the body, versus staying where they need to be. And you don't get any activation. So let me demonstrate this for you. First, I'm going to demonstrate using just my hands, which is what I also did at the beginning of the video, versus using my elbows and just holding the pole with my hands. This is a point where you can go ahead and grab some grip aid if you need it. That's chalk, grip it, beeswax. There's so many different types out there. I personally like to put my grip on the pole. You want to let it dry for a few seconds and it will be a little bit more sticky tacky. Okay, so if I'm just pulling through my hands, it looks like this. And I'm going to face you from my back so you can see what my arms are doing, my back is doing. Do you see how my shoulders and my ears are kind of meeting? Now, if I pull those shoulders down and back and then pull from the elbow at a hinge movement, I'm sorry if the mic keeps running into the pole, you can see that I can actually pull myself up onto the pole now. So now that you've seen the demonstration, let's go over how you gain strength for this. One of the most important things is to remember to warm up. Please, Queen, always warm up. Never skip the warm-up. It is the most important part and keeps you from getting injured. Okay, with this being said, I enjoy starting my students off with a little bit of arm pulsing. Before I show you some of these movements, I'm actually going to pull you a little closer to me so that you can see what my back is doing, okay? Now you're nice and close. You can see what my shoulders and my back is doing. One of the very first warm-ups that I really enjoy giving my students is just little arm pulses. And I really want to go through how this one is done because it's often done incorrectly. I often see this. See what my shoulders doing? Really nothing, right? I want those shoulders down and back, and I want you to squeeze. You see that? That squeeze is warming up your rotator cuff, your scapula, your latissimus dorsi, and you're gonna point your thumb to the ceiling and do this about 20 times. And then once you hit 20, you're gonna point your palm facing the ground and your thumb is gonna be out flat. 20 times there, and then one more time, you're going to turn that palm facing the back with your thumb down to the ground. You should feel really, really toasty after that. You can go straight into nice, big, slow, controlled shoulder circles, right? Moving from the shoulder and allowing the whole arm to move with you. Up and then retract. Depress, retract. And you're going to reverse that. Make sure you go both directions. When I do this, I kind of think about it being like a little choo-choo train, right? My arm's like the spoke that attaches from the center part on the axle to the wheel. So same thing, right? Stand up nice and tall. Don't let your belly hang out. These are really good for warming up the whole shoulder joint, the rotator cuff, a little bit of those traps, and then the whole scapula. Now, one that's really, really important that I hope everyone starts to incorporate, scapular retractions. I'm going to show you this off of the pole and on the pole. So, in order to do this movement, you put your arms up straight above your head, and what you're going to do is shrug and then pull it down. Shrug and then pull it down. These will warm up your shoulders to help you learn to stay down and back as you're pulling up onto your pole, okay? So you're gonna do that for a few sets for about 20 each as well. If you're ready to go up onto the pole for this one, you can put one arm above the other, come up onto your toes, and again, you're gonna shrug while you're flat-footed, and as you come up onto your toes, you're gonna pull those shoulders down and back. Shrug flat foot, up on the toes and pull down and back, okay? You're gonna wanna do this about 5 to 8 times on each arm, right? Because one arm is gonna be doing a little bit more pulling than the other since they are stacked. While these are not the only warm-up moves that you should and could do for your pole dancing and to strengthen your shoulders, I highly encourage you to incorporate them. If you're looking for more, I actually designed a program specifically for my pole dancers that incorporates pole conditioning as well as lifting at the gym or even at home. Either one is good. You can find that on my website here. If you found this video helpful and it helped you understand why you're not able to pull yourself up onto the pole, please consider liking the video, sharing with a girlfriend who's also struggling with her pole pull-ups, excuse me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth videos, and we'll see you the next round.